I've been a real estate agent for 36 years, and I have every day mortgage agents, mortgage professionals approach me with tales of what they can do for me. And almost never do they do it. I rarely get, in fact, I want to say this the first time, I get a lender who outperforms what their promise was. Miguel Gonzalez and his team at the Mortgage Pros Funding did an amazing job on a probate where we closed. They promised we'll close in 7 days. They had loan docs on day 3 or 4. And the truth is, I'm embarrassed. My client wasn't able to keep up with the paperwork to get it closed on time. I think we closed in 10 days because we held it up for 3 of them. Miguel, thank you so much for the good work you did. And thank you for taking time today.
My pleasure, Bill. My pleasure. Yes, pleasure to be here with everybody that is going to be watching this recording. And that's exactly what we do, right? I think I spoke to you and I told you, like, give me 7 days, right? And we can close this transaction. Why? Because we know our borrower, right? And given that this is an investor, right? I know his track. I know what his file, right? And I can tell with confidence, like, we can close this one in less than 7 days. Usually it's 4, as you can see. I think you guys accepted the offer on Friday. We open escrow on Monday. And Wednesday, we have the loan documents.
Yes.
If everything will be fine, we will be closing on Thursday, which is technically 4 days, right?
Right. We weren't ready. The seller wasn't ready. It was on our end. We had to hold you off and say, sorry about this. Hold on 1 second. We got a problem on the title side, but
yeah. And not only on the hard money. You know, we are approved with 60 plus lenders. A little bit about us, been doing loans since 1999, which is going to be 24 years, right? And it's very, very important for me to take a look at every single file and being able to tell to a referral partner, okay, hard money, give me 7 days. FHA conventional, we can close in 14 days, right? I mean, and come through to what we say. Like I tell my loan officer, I think I have 26 loan officers. We only had 1 shot with Bill, right? If we don't come through to what we say, Bill is gonna send his business with it's thousands of companies out there, as you say, right?
Right. Well, yeah. In this case, in full disclosure, the buyer came me through an agent who actually is affiliated with your company. So there was a buyer's agent who had used you to pre-approve the customer. As a listing agent, my job is to vet the offer, the agent, and I will say the agent was, I think it was Oscar.
Yeah.
Of all the offers we got on that property, I think we had 13 offers. His was the only one that we didn't have to counter because his offer was done properly. Just FYI, that meant a lot to me that he really knew his paperwork, he knew his contracts, he knew the details, he had read the listing in the MLS in detail and followed instructions. I had the pre-approval letter with your company who I'd never heard of before, but I called the loan officer and you picked up and you're like, dude, we're gonna get this done for you. Don't worry about it. And you went through your process, you went through your numbers, and I was able to come back to my customer and say, hey, I've been burned before by other people. This one's legit. They're gonna get the job done. Literally, I went to our company convention. I was gone that whole week. I'm texting and emailing with you guys, watching this happen. You guys were ready to go on day 4. We held you up to day 10, but you guys really performed. And I think this is not an accident. One thing I noticed is, like I said, Oscar knew his stuff. And second, you knew the file, you knew the details, you knew the investor, and were able to convey that to me that you guys would be able to handle this.
Sure. Absolutely, right? Like I say, not every file goes like that, right?
Right.
Files got that their ins, obstacles, so on and so forth. But once the only way that we could not like close the file is if it is something really wrong with the property, right? Other than that, I mean, it's over, right?
Yeah.
And like I say, right, like I tell my loan officer, right, agents, they complain about 3 things. First thing, that loan officers don't close on time. Second thing, there is no communication. I don't know where is my file. And the third one, if we get a lead, there is no follow-up, right? Those are the 3 complaints from real estate agents about the lender.
Yes.
Right? And like I told my
Hasn't
people,
changed,
we only have 1 shot.
Hasn't changed in 36 years, the same complaints.
It's the same thing, right? So that's what I told my people, right? We had 1 shot to get the loan, right? We had only 1 shot.
Yeah.
If I would have closed in 12 days, you know, will not be good for you because hey, this guy told me 10 days, which is still is good, right? But no, I mean, we take a look at it, we can close this one in 14, whatever day that we say, right?
Yeah.
And let me tell you one thing, Bill, right? To our referral partners on conventional or FHA loans, right? Once that we review the borrower, we pre-qualify the borrower, I had the confidence to tell you, Bill, please, okay? I want you to put this on your offer that you want to put for your borrower, right? Lender will close in 14 days or less. If lender do not close on time, mortgage broker will pay $100 per diem until we close on time. We always get the offer accepted, right? We always get the offers accepted for our referral partners. Nobody's doing this one up there. Nobody.
Nobody is.
Right.
And you had that confidence. And I think the other thing is along the way, you had the communication. I called you day 2, 3, 4. You guys were on your game the whole time and you really performed. And so I made a commitment, number one, to thank you. And number two, to work with you going forward. So I look forward to doing some good work with you and your team going forward. Miguel, thank you so much for the job you did for my client. Thank you so much for the hard work you do every day, and look forward to working with you more in the future.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It was a pleasure work with you, Bill. Really, really it was.
Thanks, Miguel.